coming up, they're going down the back into that depressed position, and then we're closing the armpits and spinning the elbows in, like so. Okay, so the action will be paint fence, down, like the Karate Kid, paint fence, down. Okay, so not up, but down, with both hands, like you're dragging your hands back. And it'll feel counterintuitive when we actually do it in the sun salutations. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to begin. So if I can ask you to come to Samasthitihi at the front of the mat, so that your feet are together with your big toes together and your heels slightly apart, and ground down through into the feet. So we're going to move through and break down the sun salutations. So we're going to start with Ujjayi Pranayama, and this is not a level 1 class, so the assumption will be that you have a certain development of your Ujjayi Pranayama, and I'm also going to hope that there's a rudimentary understanding of Bandha, and maybe if there isn't, take a Bandha class before you come back to this one. Okay, so exhale down into the feet, grip the legs, and then as you inhale, let your arms float. Now, halfway up, spin the arms, roll the elbows in towards each other, drop the shoulders, lengthen the belly, and reach the arms. And this is where it begins. And then as you reach up, exhale, drop the pubic bone, pull the ribs in, pop the hands by the feet, head down, ribs in. As you inhale, draw the shoulders down the back, lengthen the heart, lift the chest, squeeze the elbows in towards each other, bend the knees, and take the hands to the floor, stepping the feet back. And this is where we start in plank. So spread your fingers wide and ground them correctly, and make sure the index finger, that's the first finger, is rooted, pressing down into the floor. And if that if that knuckle of the first finger is up, that's a real problem for your wrists. So make sure your first finger is ground and squeeze the elbows in towards each other and pull the hands towards your feet. So you feel your shoulders move away from your ears. That's it, great. Okay, so this is plank. Now pull the ribs in towards the navel and squeeze the thighs towards each other slightly. So you're not collapsing down, you're toning in through the center of the body. Okay, now we're going to point the toes first, like that, and we're going to drop into upward dog from here. So squeeze your elbows towards each other and start to drop the pelvis towards the floor, but it's not going to come down, okay? So as your hips start to come down, your shoulders move down the back. Now, once you get into a position where the shoulders are over the wrists, as in your hips have dropped, your shoulders might be up. So actively press through your arms and draw your shoulders away from your ears like that. So you're not collapsed down, but you're lifted up. And the elbows aren't locked and they're slightly bent. And you're dropping the tail and pulling the belly in and up. So press the toes down, lift the chin, look down the nose. And then as you exhale, press to the toes and let the pubic bone lead. So the knees bend, the pubic bone goes back. Push through your arms and look at the front of your mat. So wrap your shoulders wide across the back and look to the front of your yoga mat as your hips go back and up into dog. Bend your knees so your hamstrings don't stop you. Pull the ribs in towards the navel and keep looking at the front of your mat and roll the outer edges of your armpits towards each other. Good. So your shoulder blades are wide across the back, and then push through your hands. Slide your sitting bones back. Good. Okay, ground through the L shape of the first finger and thumb. See if you can lift your little finger off the mat. Okay, relax your neck, but don't drop it down through your arms. Tuck your chin in slightly. Bend your knees. Pull your ribs in towards the navel. Scoop out the lower belly. Okay, heels together. Look forwards. Bend the knees. Good. And then you're going to step or jump. So step or jump forwards. And then as you inhale, keep pulling the shoulders back. Squeeze your elbows in. Lift the chest. Exhale. Ribs in, head down. Soften the knees. Press through the floor. Inhale. As you take your arms up, your shoulders descend. Spin the arms. Lengthen the belly, shoulders down. Palms together, elbows in. Reach up, exhale, swim home. Great. We're going to keep going. Inhale, here come. Wrap the elbows in, armpits hollow. Reach up, exhale. Ribs in, head down. Long neck. Inhale, long spine, open chest. Shoulders back. Now bend the knees. Take the hands to the floor. Squeeze your elbows in, ground your hands. Jump or step your feet back. Okay, so here we are in plank again. Elbows in. Good. Drop the knees down. Squeeze your elbows in, keep pulling your shoulders towards the back. Shoulders back down, away from your ears. Okay, so we're going to do some push-ups. So we're going to exhale, lower down, not to the floor. I'm just going to come down about maybe a third of the way, and then inhale, the hips back and up, as if we're looking over the front of the yoga mat. So we're going to exhale, inhale, hips lead back. That's your bandhas coming in. Exhale, look forwards, elbows in, shoulders back. Inhale, back again. Let's do 2 more. So heart leads, don't flop the belly. Elbows in, hold, inhale back. Okay, and then 1 more. Exhale. Good, hold, squeeze your elbows in, keep grounding the hands. Now turn the toes over, pull through your feet. Open the chest, bring it through. You can use your knees if you need to into upward dog. Open the chest, widen the collarbones. Okay, use your knees to transition if you need to. Knees down, pubic bone leads. Push the floor away, tuck the toes under, drop the head, look between the feet. There's your dog again, but don't just make it your normal cookie cutter automatic downward dog. Hollow your armpits, soften your elbows. Push the floor away. Pull the ribs in with an exhale. Bend your knees, make your feet alive. Ground your index finger and your thumb. Breathe. And at the end of your exhale, look forwards, bend your knees. Jump a step forward so the feet come together. Inhale, long spine, open chest. Exhale, ribs in, head down, long neck. Soften the knees, push the floor away. Inhale, float the arms, shoulders down the back, elbows are up in, palms together. Reach up, swim home, Samastiti. Okay, here we go. Ekam inhale, shoulders drop, belly lengthens, collarbones wide, elbows in. Reach up as you exhale. The shoulders go down, head drops, ribs in, long neck. Unravel, inhale, shoulders roll back, elbows roll in, knees bend, keep the shoulders forwards as the feet go back. Keep squeezing your elbows in. There's your plank. Okay, so this time as we lower down, we're going to bring 2 bricks into play. So if you have 2 bricks to hand, this would be useful. We're going to lower down onto the bricks. We're going to bend the knees, drop them to the floor, and then lower the front of your shoulders onto the bricks like so, squeezing your elbows in. Good. Okay. Now, keep pulling your ribs in towards the navel. Good. And then keep, so you're not sinking your hips down. So your ribs are pulled in, your lower belly is on line. Good. And you're going to come to hover off the bricks. So ever so slightly come off the bricks to hold. And see if you can hold it. And hold, 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 and then slowly lower to the bricks. Let's do 1 more. We're going to come off the bricks. So we're going to try to get the shoulders to not come any lower than where the bricks are currently now. So that's what you're teaching yourself to stabilize at. Keep pulling your shoulders down the back. Keep pulling your hands down. Here we go. So squeeze your elbows in. Hover off the bricks. Breathe. 2, 3. Down we go. Okay. Knees up. Straight legs. Keep pulling your shoulders down the back. Notice if you're leaning too much into the bricks and your hips are up. Okay? So if your hips are too high up, then you're going to be plunging forwards into the front of your shoulders and dropping into your rotator cuff. So don't let your hips become too high. Exhale. Here we are on the bricks. Straight legs. So full Chaturanga pose. Elbows squeeze in, shoulders back. Hold, pull the ribs in. Try not to stick the bum out. You're not going to get anything there. So tail is long, groins pulled in and up, ribs down, and float off the bricks. Not too high. Exhale down. Good. Knees down. We're going to lose the bricks. So back we go. Elbows in. Ground your hands. Plank. Elbows squeeze in, hands towards your feet. We're going to lead and lower down like a push-up. Here we go. You can use your knees if you really struggle. Okay, but this is to develop the pose, so here we are, getting into the meat of the intensity. Down they go. Lower. Keep pulling your hands towards your feet. Lower, lower. Now, if you get too low and you have to sink, then it's much